We confront the dark shadows of envy and selfishness by gazing into the blinding light of God's infinite mercy. Our story begins with a parable told by Jesus, a story that challenges our human sense of fairness and justice. The kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. He agreed to pay them a denarius for the day and sent them into his vineyard to begin their labor. About 9 in the morning, he went out and saw others standing in the marketplace doing nothing, waiting for work. He told them to go also into the vineyard, promising to pay them whatever was right, so they went immediately. He went out again about noon and at 3 in the afternoon and did exactly the same thing for others. About 5 in the afternoon, he found others standing around and asked why they had been standing there all day long. They answered him simply, saying that no one had hired them, so he told them to go into the vineyard. When evening came, the owner of the vineyard told his foreman to call the workers and pay them their wages. The instructions were specific: begin with the last ones hired and move on to the first ones who started early. The workers who were hired about 5 in the afternoon came and each received a full denarius for their hour. So when those came who were hired first, they expected to receive more, assuming their long hours meant higher pay. But each one of them also received a denarius, exactly the same amount given to those who worked only 1 hour. When they received it, they began to grumble against the landowner, feeling that a great injustice had been done to them. These who were hired last worked only 1 hour, they said, and you have made them equal to us veterans. But he answered one of them, saying, Friend, I am not being unfair to you. Did you not agree to work? Take your pay and go. I want to give the one who was hired last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? This ancient story echoes loudly in our modern lives, where we constantly measure our worth against the success of others. A priest once shared a humorous dream about his journey to heaven, illustrating this very point of spiritual pride. In his dream, he died and approached the Pearly Gates, confident that his years of service guaranteed him a VIP entry. He saw 2 lines, a crowded red lane for normal souls and a green lane, which he assumed was for clergy. Without hesitation, he marched into the green lane, thinking his title and long service gave him the right to pass. Suddenly, St. Peter stopped him at the checkpoint, asking for his travel documents and his spiritual QR code for entry. The priest was baffled. He had no code, no updated papers, relying only on his old status to get him through. Peter explained that heaven had new protocols, and those who didn't update their hearts with humility could not enter here. Because of his arrogance and lack of preparation, he was directed away from the gates, towards a place of correction. He woke up in a cold sweat, realizing that his title meant nothing if his heart was not aligned with God. This funny story uses the language of the pandemic to reveal a serious truth about our spiritual complacency and pride. We often fall into the trap of the veteran mindset, thinking our long years of faith give us special privileges. We expect God to treat us differently, to give us a green lane, because we believe we have earned it. But the logic of God is not the logic of the world: the first shall be last, and the last first. The workers in the parable were not angry about their pay, they were angry because others received the same amount. This is the poison of envy. It is sadness at the good fortune of others, a sickness that rots the bones. We see this from childhood, wanting what others have, unable to enjoy our own blessings because we are too busy comparing. In adulthood, this envy grows darker. We resent those who seem to have an easier life or more divine favor. Selfishness binds our hearts, making us believe that God's grace is a limited resource that must be hoarded carefully. But God's mercy is like the sunlight: it does not diminish when it shines on your neighbor, it is abundant for all. We try to calculate merit with human math, where more work equals more pay, but God uses the math of love. In the math of love, the value is in the person, not the performance. Every soul is worth the full price. During the pandemic, we saw how easy it was to become indifferent to the suffering of those who had less. We stayed safe in our bubbles, sometimes complaining about boredom while others struggled just to find their next daily meal. The crisis revealed our hearts. Did we feel compassion, or did we judge them for being in the way? True faith calls us to break the walls of indifference and to see the face of God in every person. Consider the olive tree. It does not look at the fig tree and ask why it does not bear figs. It simply produces its oil. The vine produces its wine. Each fulfills its own purpose without jealousy or comparison. The cure for envy is to focus on your own mission, to find joy in the specific work God gave you. When we stop comparing, we can start collaborating. We realize that your success does not mean my failure. The landowner wanted the work done, but more importantly, he wanted to provide for the needs of all his neighbors. Think of the relief of the late worker. That coin meant his family would eat. God cares about that need. Perhaps later, the angry worker realized that his own wage was fair, and his anger had only stolen his peace. God's justice is not about balancing scales, it is about filling empty cups until they overflow with His generous grace. Let the clouds of jealousy disperse from your mind. Do not let the good fortune of others darken your spirit. Instead, thank God for what you have. Thank Him that He is good to you, and good to them also. We are all on different paths to the same destination. Some start early, some start late, but the destination is shared. Do not waste the precious time you have looking at someone else's clock. Your time is a gift for you. True greatness in the kingdom of heaven is found in lifting others up, not in finishing the race first alone. Jesus invites us to change our perspective, to see the world through the lens of grace rather than strict accounting. Happiness is not found in having more than your neighbor, it is found in enjoying what is on your own table. Make peace with your journey. Accept your struggles and your victories as part of the unique story God writes for you. Like a flower in the desert, grace can bloom in the most unexpected places if we are open to receiving it. Let go of the heavy burden of keeping score. Release your need for fairness and embrace the freedom of gratitude. We are all workers in the same vineyard. The success of one is the success of the entire harvest. As the sun sets on our anger and envy, a new dawn of understanding and compassion can rise in our hearts. Life is too short to be bitter. It is too precious to spend it wishing you were living someone else's life. Start each day by counting your own blessings, not your neighbor's. This is the secret to a joyful, peaceful heart. Look to the cross, where the ultimate price was paid. Not because we earned it, but because He loved us. Be a light in the darkness of the world. Do not let the winds of envy blow out your flame. Sow your seeds of kindness without worrying about the harvest. God is the one who gives the growth in time. The harvest is plentiful. There is enough grace, enough love, and enough heaven for everyone who answers the call. Pass on this wisdom to the next generation. Teach them that fairness is not getting the same, but getting what's needed. Even the sparrows do not worry about their worth. They trust that they will be fed, and they are satisfied. Our lives are like rivers flowing into the ocean of God's love. Why compete when we all end in the same sea? Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the prison of resentment. Forgive others for their success, and forgive yourself for your failures. God's arms are wide enough to embrace the early riser and the latecomer. There is room for all in His embrace. As we close this chapter, let the message of the vineyard settle deep into your soul and transform your mind. You, watching this now, are also a worker in God's vineyard. It does not matter when you started, only that you are here. Every day is a new invitation to enter the vineyard. Do not stand idle in the marketplace of life anymore. Build your life with the bricks of faithfulness. Do not look at the palace of another while your own house needs work. The view from the top is beautiful for everyone who climbs. The joy of the summit is not diminished by others. Let your prayer be one of gratitude. Lord, thank you for the work, thank you for the wage, thank you for grace. The beauty of the church is in its many colors. God loves the variety of His children and their different paths. Spread the currency of kindness. It costs you nothing, but it makes the world richer for everyone who receives it. Trust in the timing of your life. You are not late, you are not early. You are exactly where God intends. Find contentment in the quiet moments. God speaks loudest when we silence the noise of our envy and our striving. Balance your life not by comparing with others, but by aligning yourself with the will of the Creator. Walk your own path with courage. Do not be distracted by the noise from the other paths in the forest. The currency of heaven is love. The more you spend it on others, the more you have in your own account. Look at the stars. One star does not envy the brightness of another. They all shine together to make the night beautiful. Be a lighthouse for those who are lost. Shine your light without worrying if other lights are brighter or bigger. Write forgiveness on your heart today. Erase the debts you think others owe you and find freedom in the release. God provides for us like a parent. He knows what we need before we ask, and He gives it freely. Laughter is a sign of a heart at rest. When you trust God's generosity, you can laugh without fear of the future. Let your life create ripples of kindness. You may never see the far shore where your ripples eventually touch. Step out of the dark room of comparison. Walk into the light of God's unique plan for your precious life. Tend to your own garden. If you water your own grass, you will not notice if your neighbor's grass is greener. We are all on the same team. When one wins, we all win. When one is saved, we all rejoice. Healing comes when we care for one another. The spiritual sickness of envy is cured by the medicine of compassion. God can heal your broken, envious heart. He can turn your bitterness into a gold that shines for His glory. Play your own melody. Do not try to play someone else's song. The orchestra needs your unique sound to be complete. Stay on your track. Derailing to block someone else only stops your own progress and leads to disaster for both. Breathe in the grace of God. Exhale the toxic fumes of jealousy. Let your spirit be oxygenated by love. Like sunflowers, turn your face to the Son of God. You cannot see the shadows of others when you look at Him. The climb is hard, but the struggle makes you strong. Do not despise the difficulty of your own personal journey. God's grace is a waterfall, not a faucet. It flows without stopping, enough for you and enough for everyone else. Rest in the assurance of God's love. There is no need to stay awake counting the blessings of your neighbor. Whether you are old in the faith or new, your walk is important. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing. When you accept yourself, you disarm the enemy. Envy has no place to land in a heart that is full. Lighting another's candle does not dim your own. Share your light, share your joy, and watch the world brighten. The fields are white for harvest. There is work for everyone. Let us stop arguing and start working for the Master. Hold fast to the cross. It is the anchor that keeps you steady when the waves of envy try to crash over you. Our petty grievances will be washed away by the tides of eternity. Only love and what we gave will remain. Stop watching the clock. God's timing is perfect. He is never late, and He is never early. He is just. Rise above the petty squabbles of the earth. View your life from the perspective of heaven, where grace rules all. Sanctity is found in the ordinary. Do your daily tasks with great love, and you are great in the kingdom. Cherish your loved ones. They are your true treasure, worth more than any wage or any status in the world. Keep walking towards the light. The tunnel may be long, but God is with you in the dark as well. Send that message of reconciliation. Break the silence. Let love bridge the gap that envy created between you and them. Let the rain of God's mercy wash away the dust of your pride. Be clean, be fresh, be new again. New life is always possible. Your heart can grow soft again. You can learn to love as God loves. Become like a child again. Children do not keep score until we teach them to. Unlearn the habit of comparison. Generosity is contagious. Be the first to give, and you will see how it changes the atmosphere around you. Cultivate a stillness in your soul. In silence, you will hear the whisper of God saying, "You are my beloved." Your problems are small compared to the greatness of God. Lift your eyes to the hills from where your help comes. Embrace the storms as well as the sunshine. Both are needed for the vineyard to grow and produce good fruit. Respect those who came before you, and welcome those who come after. We are all part of the same divine family. Be like the fire that warms everyone near it. Do not withhold your warmth from those you think are undeserving. Seek wisdom in the Word. The stories are there to guide us away from the cliffs of pride and envy. Fly together. Support each other. The journey to heaven is not a solo flight but a migration of the faithful. Find your center in God. When you are anchored in Him, the currents of the world cannot drift you away. God creates beauty for everyone to enjoy. You do not need to own the field to enjoy the scent of the flowers. Paint your life with bright colors. Do not use the gray shades of jealousy to color your world. Let grace erode your hard edges. Over time, God's persistent love will smooth your character into something beautiful. Run your race with endurance. Do not look sideways. Keep your eyes on the prize that awaits you at the finish. Learn to let go. Let go of the need to be first. Let go of the need to be right. Connect with the innocence around you. It reminds us that life is meant to be joyful, not a constant competition. Celebrate the lives of others. When you celebrate them, you join in their joy and double your own happiness. In the grand scheme of things, our petty jealousies are insignificant. Only love leaves a lasting mark on the world. Let God's mercy cover your sins like snow. It hides the dirt and makes everything new and pure again. Drink deeply from the cup of contentment. It warms the soul better than the cold drink of bitter envy. There is a story for everyone. Do not try to write in someone else's book. Write your own chapter well. Learn loyalty from the creatures of God. They love without condition and without comparing their master to another. As the day ends, leave your worries with the setting sun. Trust that God will bring a new dawn tomorrow. Let your prayers rise like incense. May they be sweet-smelling, free from the odor of complaint and selfishness. God adorns the humblest things with beauty. Even a spider web can hold diamonds when the light hits it right. walk humbly with your God. Do not strut or demand. Just walk, and let Him lead you to green pastures. Be like the water, flexible and persistent. It finds its way around obstacles not by force, but by yielding. Remember where you came from. You were once standing idle in the marketplace until the Master called you by name. The rainbow reminds us of promises kept. God is faithful to His word, giving exactly what He promised, and more. God is in the business of restoration. He fixes our broken logic and restores our joy in His salvation. Spread the seeds of the gospel. Tell the world that there is a Master who pays with generosity, not just fairness. Carry each other's burdens. When you help someone else, you forget the weight of your own heavy load. Peace is the pillow for the righteous soul. Sleep well knowing that the Master of the vineyard watches over you. Keep a record of God's goodness. When you look back, you will see a long list of unmerited favors. We are all boats in the same harbor. Let us not crash into each other but float peacefully side by side. Even in the darkest night, God's light reflects on us. Reflect that light to others who are still in the dark. True wisdom is knowing that you have enough. It is knowing that God is enough for you, now and forever. Be simple, be humble, be green with life, not with envy. Grow where you are planted and bear good fruit. Fly home to the heart of God. Leave the heavy baggage of comparison behind and soar on the wings of grace. Surrender your rights, your demands, and your pride. In surrender, you win the victory that really matters. God's mercy is an ocean with no shore. Dive in deeply and let it wash over every part of your life. Jesus waits for you in the vineyard. He has a coin for you, a place for you, and a love for you. Thank you for watching Peter's faith journey. May you find peace in your purpose and joy in God's generous love.